In the last lesson, we looked at one of the limitations of Vlookup, and this limitation was if somebody inserts or deletes rows to your table of data. But there's another limitation of Vlookup, and that limitation is you can only look to the right. What happens if you want to look up something to the left? Vlookup is not going to work for you. So you're going to need to find another combination of formulas that will actually work for you. And the combination that I'm going to show you is another combination of index and match. Now you've looked at index earlier on, and you've also looked at match. And match returns the relative position in a list, and index finds the intersecting point between a row and a column. But what you might have noticed in the screen tip was that the column numbers for the index is actually in square brackets. And what this means is that this is an optional criteria. Let me show you what I mean by this by putting in the index formula. So if we put in index, you can see here column numbers is in square brackets. So remember, if something is in square brackets, it means it's an optional criteria. So what we want to be able to do is we want to be able to say we have a gross profit of 9,276. Who was the sales rep that we got this from? And the gross profit is on the right, so we need to do a reverse lookup, which is to the left. If we change the value, we want to be able to automatically pull in the correct sales rep for that particular gross profit. So let's start our formula, and we're going to begin with the index formula, because the index formula is going to find the intersecting point. And the index is the array in which you're going to find your actual result. So I'm going to select all of the sales reps. Now it's looking for our row number. So to get a row number, what we're going to do is use the match function. So match, and we have a lookup value, which is going to be our gross profit. Our lookup array, so where are we going to find this lookup value? Well, we're going to find it in our gross profit column. And then it's looking for a match type, so we hit exact match, and we can close our brackets. Now we have the brackets closed for the match formula, but we don't have the brackets closed for the index formula, so we need to add another bracket to close that formula and hit enter. And we can quickly see that the sales rep has pulled in as Sarah. Now let's do the last gross profit there, which is 7270, and we can see the sales rep automatically updates to Grace, which is what it is. So this is also very dynamic. If you move things around, you can quite easily find the data that you're looking for. What you'll also find is if somebody comes along to your table of data and somebody adds in rows or columns, so if we insert a column, that it doesn't have any impact on your table of data.